Okay, welcome to Inside the Challenge. Today I have with me Andrew Rogers, one of the partners and owners of Sound Solutions, a core sponsor of an upcoming series of Behind the Build Roundtable. I will get to that at another time. But today he's here on Inside the Challenge to talk about the challenge of the exterior and interior cladding at a project with Perkins and Will. It is the University of Toronto Mississauga campus, otherwise known as the Manjiwa Nendamowin An. Excuse me if I mispronounced it. It is not intentional to have offended anybody, but I want to make sure that I did say it correctly. So I'm reading phonetically. So with that said, Andrew can go ahead, Andrew, if you don't mind, and tell us like what were some of the challenges associated with this project on the cladding?
Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks for having me. This is the U of T Mississauga campus. This is the fourth building that we have cladding on, and it's not necessarily my favorite, but definitely NBK Terracotta, extruded terracotta, is one of my favorite products to work with. So the challenge on this with Andrew Frontini and the team at Perkins and Will was several. The first one was getting the right finish. Andrew was envisioning Corten, but that wasn't going to work as a cladding for them. So he turned to NBK. This is their fourth or fifth NBK project. And so he was getting very comfortable with the material. And he came to us and said, I want the finish to replicate as much as possible Corten. And if, as you know, Corten is a beautiful material
Yeah.
with lots of variations in tones. And so, first of all, was to get the color right, the base color. That's the base clay plus the base glaze. And then tweaking that glaze to get a light version and a dark version. And then, you know, this is basically a artisanal process, but then we're trying to marry it to an industrial process.
Right.
So an artisanal facet, and then trying to manufacture it in an industrial way. And so NBK, of course, is very nervous about what do we get, what's the architect going to accept?
Yeah.
What's too light, what's too dark. So they did up about a 30 or 40 tile mock-up with various ranges from dark to light. And then the architect said, okay, this is too light, this is too dark, so get rid of those. Everything within that is good. And of course, then we produced the tile
Okay.
and got the glaze. And the other challenge on this,
Yeah, I'm going to go back to
other
this
than
other image that I know we wanted to look at.
yeah, sure. Throw up some photos. That'd be great, Jonathan.
So one sec. Here we go. Everyone ready? Here we go. You see that?
Yes. So the light colored material is not the terracotta. It's the dark material on the two boxes that are protruding from the building. And when we go to you'll see that there's profiled side panels and flat. Oh, that's a great shot. You can really see the variation there,
Yeah.
Jonathan. And of course, on the install, the contractor pulled out, the first 10 panels, put them all in one area, and then started on the next crate. And of course, the crates were divided into light, medium, and dark. And
Right.
so anyway, it was good that we caught them early so they didn't have to shuffle too many panels. But yeah, so you'll see on the soffit there, those are flat tiles.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to that here. Hold on one second. Let's go to this one because this actually is, I think, a good example of it here. Right?
That's really good. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
really see the variation there. And underneath the soffit, we have a flat tile, and then we have a profile tile on the side wall, and then there's also another flat tile on the other elevation just below the glazing. And that little corner right where all three of those tiles meets, there were many meetings and emails back and forth, NBK Sound Solutions and Perkins Will to figure that out. And it was a great solution, and it just looks seamless
Yeah.
on this.
What it anyone that's watching this, you can appreciate how challenging that corner is going to be.
Yeah, yeah. And the beauty of extruded terracotta is uh, limitless possibility. So every project at NBK is a bespoke design. So we work with the architects to get the right shapes of the tile. Then we strike the dies, and those dies are only used on that project.
Right. Yeah, and then there's the application, I guess, to the interior in some
Ye-
capacity too.
Yeah, the interior, really nice. And we're seeing a lot of this with terracotta. We just finished a nice job at the Eaton Center for the Simons, and they're using almost 50% of it inside and 50% exterior as well. Really marries nicely with the linear wood on the underside of the staircases and the
Yeah.
ramps.
Yeah. I mean, what a complicated, what a complicated project.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a fair bit of tile on that. There's about 10, maybe 12 container loads
Yeah.
on the project. The installer did a fabulous job. We delivered the tile and we never heard from them again. That was Flynn Canada, great installers.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
you can see
yeah,
it there, like just how clean that install is.
yeah, yeah,
And they
perfect.
did a really good job on the dye matching.
Yeah, the other thing that's nice about these profile tiles is that you don't see the horizontal joints. They get hidden in the profile.
Yeah,
See the verticals. And of course, if you want to reverse that, you can also do a vertical tile, and then you would only see the horizontal joints.
right. And I'm also noticing, this 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 joint and how it lines up directly underneath on the
Correct.
soffit on
Yeah.
each one of these and those lights, everything just completely dialed on the install.
Hmm.
That's a really beautiful project. I cannot imagine how many times you have to go kind of back and forth on that on those color details to make
Hmm.
sure that this was gonna hit on the mark that everyone was looking for.
Yeah, and actually, if you look underneath the soffit, you can see phase one, which
Here.
is same material, NBK terracotta, but that's a natural colored tile
Right.
and vertically oriented.
Right.
And
Let me actually go to an image on the exterior where you can see that here. Back to this image.
yes, yeah, you can see the on the right side of your screen,
I'm gonna try to
or sorry, the left side of
scroll
your
over.
screen, you can
There
see
it is.
what we called phase one. And I
Right.
apologize, I don't know the official name of that building.
That's okay.
Yeah, yeah, but
Andrew, honestly, thanks for sharing this. I mean, the detail and the execution on this is exceptional.
it was a lot of fun working on this for Perkins Will and Flynn. Yeah, it was great project. Turned out beautifully.
If you want to learn more about Sound Solutions, feel free to let me know, and I can connect you with Andrew and his team. They are fantastic. We've worked with them, and their product is incredible. Andrew, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jonathan, and we love your podcast. Thanks a lot.